One disappointing aspect of the Alien Covenant plot was the realization that Dr. Shaw has met a very gruesome demise. In my previous video, I talked about the theory that David did not intentionally kill her and his experiments were intended to save Elizabeth. She was infected and David thought that transforming her into an alien queen would be the only thing that can save her life. Regardless if this theory is right or wrong, we know for sure that Shaw's body was a subject of David's experiments. A concept artist, Matt Hatton, do not confuse with Dr. Manhattan, has posted various unused artworks and sketches that may clarify how exactly David modified Shaw's body. There are dozens of drawings and we see neomorph embryos in different stages of development, vivisected engineers and of course Elizabeth Shaw. We learned from Prometheus that the Black Goo has certain healing abilities because Shaw got pregnant with trilobite despite being infertile. That could be the reason David used the Black Goo while operating Shaw in an attempt to revive her. In the movie, her body seems like it was completely torn apart and her organs have been taken out. Her head looks extremely grotesque with some kind of organism attached to the back. In the concept art, we get more details why her head looks this way and how David might have used her organs. The only thing that can explain eggs in David's workshop is the presence of an alien queen. And since we know for sure that David made lots of modifications to Shaw's body, her sexual organs and reproductive system is the most plausible explanation for ovomorphs or the alien eggs. They are bigger than traditional eggs from previous alien movies and I don't think it was made for stylistic purposes. Filmmakers wanted to hint to the fact that these eggs were produced by an alien queen but not the one that we've seen in Aliens of 1986. Near the end of Alien Covenant, as David's plan is unfolding, Daniels discovered a stack of papers in one of David's private rooms. David's workshop and sketches actually reminded me of Leonardo da Vinci, who used to cut dead corpses and study their anatomy at the time when it was an absolute taboo. They were various sketches of Dr. Shaw in a variety of mutilated poses. It's clear by these drawings that David used Shaw's anatomy as a stepping stone for his hybridization of the engineered Black Goo pathogen and other organisms he had discovered on Paradise. We don't get a chance to see all drawings in the movie, but fortunately a concept artist published the original artworks on his Instagram. On these pictures you can see how Shaw gradually becomes an alien queen. Her head and skull become bigger and start to look like a xenomorph head. In the movie it also seems like her skull was open and modified in some gruesome manner. Her arms and skin also transform, getting more similar to a neomorph. David used Shaw's eggs as the basis for his facehugger embryos, which makes Shaw a mother of all xenomorphs. It's actually kind of funny how David improved his drawing abilities from a simple sketch in the Crossing Prologue promo up to detailed and sophisticated artworks in Alien Covenant. There is also a sketch that suggests that David tried to create a Shaw's xenomorph clone, which I think is extremely interesting idea. It also reminds me about Alien Resurrection and failed attempts to clone Ripley. If David actually cloned Shaw, that means that the dead body that we see in Alien Covenant is probably her not very successful xenomorph clone. That's why she looks so gross and deformed. And the original Dr. Shaw may be alive somewhere else on the planet 4 or another planet. I think that this Shaw clone theory is very unlikely because it seems like new Alien movies focus more on David and his journey. Also, these are just concept arts, and they do not necessarily represent occurred events in the movie, especially because they're not a part of it. So the question becomes how accurately these sketches reflect what actually happened to Shaw. Maybe they were made at the very early stages of the movie production, and when directors changed the script, this concept art was no longer relevant. We get many pieces of the puzzle from different theories and concept art works, but hopefully we'll find answers in the next Alien movie. But I think that these sketches do confirm that David turned Shaw in some version of an alien queen. Let me know what you think in the comments section, hit the like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more alien content.